Oh, man. Fuck is this? Fuck. It's fucking. It's fuck. OMG. Hey, Cindy. How you been, sweetheart? How's it going? I'm okay. I'm doing good. Keeping busy, staying out of trouble, and dealing with everybody else's emotions and bullshit. That's how I can explain it. Yeah, same here. Getting through day by day, trying not to give anything my energy. I feel like I've been tested a lot. Yeah, I'm doing my part. I can say I'm doing my part. That's all that matters. As I do what I have to do to keep everybody around me stable. Yeah, that's all we can do, Cindy, is be good to ourselves, be good to the people that are good to us. Everything else can roll off the hill after that. With my age and your age, we are experienced now. We're experienced enough in our lifetime to know what's right from wrong and to just deal with how things come and go. I spoke to. I went to the grocery store today, and I spoke to my friend that committed suicide. His sister-in-law. I saw her today, and I gave her my condolences. And she looked at me in my eyes and said, "Thank you." And all I can say is, we have to move on. Life goes on. We have to move on, and that's how it's got to be. And I looked at her and I said, "You know what? I agree with you. Death is a part of life, and we all have to move on from, what's happening bad in our lives. We have to move on from it. I agree with you." And, I looked at her and I can tell that she looks totally different. And, I just told her I'm thinking about her and her sister and her family, and just to, stay strong and move on. No, it's not her, it's the sister-in-law. Yeah, I didn't speak to his wife. It was the sister of the wife. Yeah. She says all you can do is move on, try to move on from it. And she says her sister's devastated still, and still, in shock, and still messed up. But but it's hard. No, that's fine. It's cool. Hey Angel, how are you? How you been? Yeah, she looks like she took it pretty hard too, because they were the wife and the sister. They're very close, and I can imagine how she feels. That's why I, gave her my condolences, and spoke to her real quick. I didn't bother her or anything like that. She's at her place of work, so I happened to see her. I haven't seen her in about a month. Glad you're doing good. So it was, I don't like to talk to people that, are going through difficult times. Yeah, sure, Angel. No problem. Sure. Yeah, exactly. So she said that he was perfectly fine, and doesn't understand why he did it. And you know so when I look, well, going back to our original conversation, saying that we support people and we're going through and being tested. you know um I look at her situation and look at her sister and going through that. I say to myself, my problems are petty compared to that. I'd rather have the problems I have now, dealing with my parents, trying to get a car and being alive at least, and then, wanting, trying to get this car and getting it all sorted out, and my sister going through her divorce. I'd rather go through that than go through, somebody, like going what they're going through. So, I took a step back today and said, you know what, you could be this woman if you wanted to. You want to be her? Imagine what she's going through. Imagine what her sister's going through. Imagine what the family's going through. They're worried about some petty ass shit. That's how I look at it. Because when she said, we have to move on, and it's the way life is, and there's nothing we can do about it, and I agree with her. But it's hard to move on from something like that. I told my sister, that what she's going through is, it's major and it's fucked up, but at least you're not going through that. Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that 1,000,000%. And I tell people, I've said to a lot of people in here many a times, and they don't talk back after I say that. And I tell them, you're complaining that you're single, and you're complaining that your ex did this or your ex did that, or you ain't found no love. You really serious about that? You're complaining about that shit? How many people out there are going through worse shit than worrying about some fucking person, or worrying about when you're gonna meet somebody? Just thank God you're healthy. You're not in the hospital suffering from a death, from some death, divine, dying cancer and shit like that. You know how many people are dying from diseases right now? And you want to talk about when you're gonna find somebody? Woman, you better stay single. That way you ain't got no drama. You ain't got no life. You ain't gotta worry about nobody cheating on you, nobody disrespecting you, nobody lying to you. Stay humble and worry about your life. There's people out there dying right now. And then you get some people, that would say, oh, I'd rather die, I don't care. Oh my God, my life is ruined. I'm like, oh my God. It sound like my mom. When something bad happens to my mom, oh my God, she's like, oh, sometimes I wish God would just take my life. I'm so sick and tired of this shit. I'm always got bad luck. Oh my God. And I'm like, Mom, are you listening to yourself right now? I don't care. I'm so fed up of my life. And I'm like, okay, Mom, you're delusional right now. Bye. Yeah, my mom, she's something else. I took her grocery shopping today because they still haven't got the car yet because we're waiting for my cousin's death certificate so she can get the car. So my mom and dad can get the car. But the lady said that the death certificate can take up to 2 weeks to a month. So it's been almost a month. So it should be like next week, maybe, I hope. I'm hoping it's tomorrow, but whatever. But in the meantime, everything else is getting done. But I can't wait till they get the car, so that way, like, I'm so done with dealing with them all the time. I have to take them everywhere, do everything for them. Then my sister's pissing me off because I got, like, the kids have been off for 2 weeks for spring break. I'm around here trying to help her. Then she wants to leave her job because her husband, soon to be ex-husband, is now with another woman at work. So she's like pissed right now. And I'm like, no, I don't have Cash App, sweetheart. I'm not allowed to have Cash App in Bermuda. Bermuda doesn't have Cash App, but we're supposed to eventually, but the government hasn't passed the law yet. Yeah, I only have PayPal, unfortunately. Yep. The government said they're gonna start allowing Bermuda to use Cash App in the future. So hopefully it's soon. That way it'll be beneficial for me and everybody as well. But yeah, Cindy, he started dating some hoe at his job that everybody's had a turn with. Okay, no problem, Angel. I'll be here. Okay, no problem. No problem, sweetheart. I'll be here tomorrow. It's okay. It's not a problem at all. Yeah, so hey Shakima, what's up? How you been? I can't remember what I was just saying. Yeah, oh yeah, she apparently he's dating some hoe at the job, and it's all over like work. Everybody's talking about him, how stupid he is and what a downgrade he made from my sister to this hoe that he's with now. And some interesting shit happened today. See, Bermuda's a very small place, so everybody knows everybody. You can't really go nowhere. Yeah, he is. Yeah, like my sister officially broke up with him December 5th. December 5th, and we are now almost April 5th. So 4 months later. Yeah, doesn't matter. See, he knows my sister doesn't want him anymore, and they're getting a divorce, right? So he's tried everything in the book. He's attacked me. He's attacked her. He's not getting any response from us. We're counteracting everything he does, and he's not winning. So the only last resort he has is to go after a hoe, try to make my sister mad and jealous, which is not working. And he's just trying to, like, hurt her and make her seem like, but everybody, no, that's okay. Everybody's saying, like, to my sister, can't you see what he's doing? Like, he's trying to, like, make you jealous, and he's trying to annoy you, trying to get a reaction out of you, because that's how it is. But guess what happened though? The most craziest thing happened. He went with the new hoe to a restaurant, and the restaurant is about 5 minutes away from here. And my sister's friend, and this, me and my sister know the guy that works there. He videotaped with the cameras of the restaurant. He videotaped him and her at the table, and they were holding hands at the table. And he videotaped them, and he videotaped them going to the car together and getting in the car. And he parked this car way over the other side so nobody could see him park there. And the guy sent the video to my sister and said, "Hey, look, I see your husband, soon to be ex-husband, with his new hoe," and caught them holding hands together. So my sister has all the evidence in the world, but her lawyer said that still doesn't, his behavior with this new hoe doesn't affect the case. And I don't understand that. Is it because they're separated? Because they're separated, you're still committing adultery because you're technically married. But now she's got evidence. So is the evidence going to make it better or worse or what? I don't understand that. Because her lawyer said, yeah, it doesn't matter in the law's eye. That's what the lawyer told my sister. His behavior is irrelevant, what he does with another woman right now. And I'm like, that's dumb. That's dumb, because you're committing adultery because you're still married. You're married. Even though you're getting a divorce, you're not divorced until you're divorced. Yeah, see? Now it's irrelevant. Yeah. What a bastard. See? That's why my sister's like, well, this doesn't make any sense. Yeah. He don't care. Yeah. Well, it's not going to court anyway. They have, like, the what's it called? They're not in court. They're just, like, doing the joint lawyer thing. Like, they both have their own lawyers, but it's collaborative, whatever it's called, collaborative law, whatever. Yeah. So it sucks, but oh well. Right. Exactly. But at least, the but the good thing is the evidence is there, and we've seen it, so we know it's true. And he looks like a complete moron, which he is. I'm actually happy. I'm happy it happened. Nope. Yeah. Well, I'm just happy that it happened, because now it's more of a reason for him to get out of here. That's what I want. Because he knows fully well he can't bring her here. Well, she's hurt right now, but she wants to just get away. She wants to get away from it all. But I already told her, like, just hang in there. I know it's tough, but at the end of the day, you got to do what's right. Don't stoop down to his level. We've come too far, and we can't let him win. So we just have to stay in our. Yeah, exactly. She does. She did need that, and it's good for her to see what a piece of shit she was married to. So a lot of women. Let me tell you something. I don't want to talk shit about anybody, but what I've seen in these last 20 years, what I've seen people do to each other is disgusting. And this is exactly why I'm going to have a hard time getting married. Because I've seen so many of this shit happen over and over and over and over. Yeah, it is. They've known each other for 24 years. And you're getting a divorce and you don't even have the decency to wait till it's over to go be with somebody. You want to do it now, 4 months later. You've been broken up for 4 months and you're already with some other hoe. See? That to me is like the most idiotic, immature, stupid mental thing you can do to somebody. But that's who he is. I've already known this for years, But oh well. But you know what? As a man, I've seen women give the time of day to men like this, narcissistic men, for years. It's not just my sister. It's tons of women that allow men to manipulate them, control them, disrespect them, and they think the woman thinks that guy is going to change every day. And that man will change for 2 weeks, blow your mind, make you happy, and then you think everything's fine. And then all of a sudden, boom, the switch goes off again. And I tell women this in this chat room many a times. I'm not bashing no women. And men do the same thing, but I'm talking as a guy, right? As a guy, I've seen women manipulate men, and I've seen men manipulate women to the point where they either hold on to it forever and deal with it and deal with it and deal with it until they actually see or walk in on somebody cheating on them or see evidence of them doing it. Some people really have to see to believe. See, that's why this world's so fucked up. People don't believe their instincts. People don't believe their intuition. They just believe bullshit. They believe, oh, nah, that's not me. That's not going to happen to me. That's why a lot of people don't believe in faith and God and things like that, because they have to see God. God has to appear to them and say, I'm God and I'm your savior. And they don't care. Just like how if people are in love with each other and they say they're in love, they don't even know what love is. You know how many people don't even know what love is in this world? They don't know because they've never experienced it. So how the fuck do you know it? Yeah, exactly. Or just because of religion, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Cindy, they pretend that they didn't see it. Shakima, you sent for 2 questions. You can go ahead and ask your question, sweetie. I've seen it all. Trust me, I've seen it all. And I know everybody in this room's seen it too, because you guys are there in the world just like me. We all see our friends go through it. We all see family members through it, parents, Yeah. Okay, Angel, no problem, sweetheart. Yeah, exactly. It's hardly ever wrong. And it's true. Because people live in a fantasy world. They think that people are going to change. The only people, right? Sure, I'll come over and help you cook. No problem. Or I'll wash the dishes. The thing is, people have this delusional thought that people actually are going to change on their clock. But see, the person has to change because they want to change. Like I say on here many times, 6 years ago, I woke up out of my bed and I said, Mark, today is the day you're going to stop drinking. You're going to stop smoking cigarettes and you're going to stop smoking weed. Because those are the three things that are holding you back from being healthy, from being true to yourself, and being a full-time, like being more psychic attentive to your skills and your thoughts and your business. And I never looked back. But it took me to the age of 40 to realize what my life was trying to tell me. And since I gave up those three things, my life has totally changed. Totally changed. But I had to change. I had to get up one day and say, fuck that, I'm not doing it no more. Because those three things were affecting my life. And I knew if I stopped, I would save money, I'll be a better person, and I'll be healthier. And I am. But it took me to the age of 40 to realize it. Some people will never realize it and say, fuck it, I'm going to do it to the day I die. It changed my life. I can't be in front of here people like this and reading people's lives drunk or smoking cigarettes every 5 seconds and shuffling my cards and my cigarette in my mouth. Can you imagine if I was smoking a cigarette and reading people, or coming on here high as fuck? Hey everybody, I see spirit flying around right now. I can't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't be high as fuck coming on here doing dumb shit. Exactly. I can't read nobody's life and be high and drunk and smoke cigarettes and shit like that. Exactly. So I changed my life, but some people don't want to change their life. People want to change or they don't change. The only thing they change is their clothes, their underwear, their soap, their anything, detergents. Fuck. People change shit all the time, but they don't change their own ways. They're not gonna do that because they're comfortable being a dickhead. They're comfortable being a hoe. They're comfortable being whoever they want to be. Until one day you wake up and say, you know what? I'm going to change my life today. But not everybody's going to do it. And that dickhead, he'll never do it. I knew him because he's not going to change. All right, Aqua update. We keep having miscommunication. He's not getting my messages, thinking he's hacked. Oh, shit. Well, I think he's being dishonest. First of all, I don't think he's being honest with you, Shakima. And I think that he's being very cautious and discreet at this minute. Right now, he's repeating his errors. He's repeating his mistakes. He's being very suspect. He's very frail at the moment and vulnerable. He's not himself. Right now, he's got a lot of mental anxieties. He's feeling lonely. He's confused. He's distracted. He wants to communicate, but he wants to communicate, but he doesn't because of he's trying to hide something. He's trying to hide the way he is, what he's doing. I see a lot of double dealing and insincerity and a lot of bullshit here. It's only him here in the reading, but it's telling me that, it's him. It's on him. I mean, tarot cards don't tell you he's being hacked. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really. I mean, I can confirm if he is or not, but what I'm getting here is he's making a lot of mistakes. You know. Yeah. I'm getting he's avoiding you on purpose and doing this on purpose. And the reason for this is he's embarrassed. He's embarrassed about his difficult situation. He's embarrassed about his trouble, his change, his worry, his concern. He can't face you because he's not in a good place right now. He's everything he's doing is difficult. Everything that's happening to him is difficult. He wants to do things right, but he can't. He won't. And he suspects that you are figuring him out, and whatever you're kind of looking at him now saying this guy is really up full of shit. He's really not telling me the truth, and he's not about that life, and he's just gonna keep stringing me around like a puppet. I think he realizes that you're too smart for him, and he's kind of like doing this to see if you'll just either leave him alone or be like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. So it looks like he's doing it on purpose. I don't think he's hacked. I think he's doing it on purpose. Yeah, it doesn't look good. Just check something for you. Yeah. Same old, same old. I'm gonna tell you again, and I tell people all the time. It doesn't matter how many times you shuffle when you ask a question. Sometimes what's meant to be is meant to be. And in the tarot, there's 78 cards, and when they come out the same in different cards, then it just keeps telling you the same message but different cards. And what I'm getting here is he feels let down by people around him. First of all, he feels like he is letting down people. He has no opportunities. His hopes are not fulfilled. He feels like he has a lot of bad luck. He feels like he's been defeated. He feels weak. He feels like he's degraded. And he feels like any woman around him looks at him like and says, I'm going to resist you because you are unstable. And you just give me fucking obstacles to try and overcome, like an obstacle course. So this is, this is what I see with him. He's not doing too good right now. So he's like, I can't even face Shakima because I don't want to sound like a little baby telling her about my problems. And, as an Aquarian, I'm either going to tell you yes, or I'm going to tell you no. And this Aquarius obviously has, something in his chart. It's called stupiditis. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like, his past is still haunting him and he doesn't know what to do anymore. So he's embarrassed to face you is what I see. Yeah, stupiditis. And that's in a lot of people's chart. See, they may be an Aquarius or Gemini or Virgo or whatever, but they have stupiditis in their chart in every house. Yeah, I get embarrassment here, Shakima, and he doesn't want to face you and tell you his problems and act like a little, petty child and say, my life is fucked up. I can't face this shit. I don't know what I'm going to do. He doesn't want to sound like that, which is understandable, Yeah, pride and ego. A lot of people are like that. They can't face reality and they just can't face their problems head on and just be honest with the person they're dealing with, Why just like say, hey, look, This is the dish situation, blah, 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 and that's it. I'm like that. If I can't do something, I'm gonna say it. And if I feel a certain way, I'm gonna say it. And then I don't care how you feel. It's just the way it is. That's just what I'm gonna feel. That's how I'm feeling. If you don't like it, that's your business. If you do, you want to support me, that's fine. If not, I don't care. It's not gonna. I'm still gonna go sleep tonight. Don't bother me. But hey, not every Aquarius is like me, and I'm not like them either. Yeah, that's what it is, Shakima. So your intuition is telling you the right thing. Okay, Shakima, you said number 2, general, open, and receptive to anything. Anything. Okay. You sure anything? Yeah, the reason why he's not speaking up because he really feels the pressure now. He really feels like, this is the end for me. I'm done. Like I don't know how to explain to Shakima anymore how my life is. Like he thinks you're gonna look at him and say, "This guy's so petty." Like, get over yourself. You know what the problem is with most people is what I find with people these days is they just can't get over things. They can't. They feel like they need your approval. They feel like, if I don't do something, then people are gonna look at me different. If I don't do this, people are gonna look at me that way. If I don't do that, people are gonna look at me this way. If I don't wear this shirt with a collar, then people are gonna think that, I'm not a businessman. You know? People are too judgmental in the world. It's sad, but it's true though, People are they just don't get it. I hear rain. Yeah, it is raining too. I was saying to you, what the fuck is that noise outside? I'm like, it's raining. Yeah, it is raining. We got some showers around. I was saying, that sounds like water running. Oh, well, there you go. All right. Okay. Yeah, Cindy, that's true. A lot of people think the worst of themselves. I'm not like that, to be honest. Like I've realized through my lifetime that I'm not a bad person. I'm a good person, and yes, I do things that I shouldn't be doing, and I feel I judge people, and I try not to sometimes, like especially idiots and bad people. Like I look at somebody and be like, look at this fucking idiot. He's wearing like an orange jacket in the sun. I'll say something like that, and I shouldn't even think like that. I should just be like, yeah, whatever. But I say it to myself, and I'm like, Mark, don't judge the person. Just leave them alone. Oh, because they're wearing an orange jacket in 80-degree weather, they might have some type of mental illness or something. Just leave them alone. Sometimes I got to remind myself that not everybody's smart, not everybody's, stupid, not everybody understands what they're doing. It was like today when I went to the grocery store, like people are like in the way, they're looking at things and they're complaining about the prices. Like, oh my God, $6.99 for eggs? What's so special? Because this lady said today, this old lady, she's about maybe, I guess, 70 or 80. She goes, oh, these things are on special. What's so special about it? And I'm like, this woman goes, well, it's on special because it's less $1. That's why it's special, because we save $1. She goes, ooh, wow, that's so special. It's only going to be special when it's free. And the woman goes, whatever, woman. And the lady was like, ha, 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 you're getting mad. Well, what's so special about it? And my mom's like, what's that woman's problem? I was like, Mom, don't worry about it. She's special. Yeah, but she wanted somebody to like react to the comment and agree with her and say, oh, yeah, you know, we're getting robbed. Well, if you hate the grocery store so much and you're complaining about the prices of eggs, go get 6 fucking chickens, right? Raise these chickens. And after like a year, you'll have fucking eggs, okay? You'll get eggs, all the eggs you want for free. All you gotta do is give your chickens bread and water and feed or whatever you want. Clean up their fucking shit. Go get their eggs. Go do whatever you want. Okay? That's what you all should do because eggs are a fucking problem now. Just buy the eggs and shut the fuck up. That's what I want to say so bad. But I say, Mark, hold your tongue. Don't say nothing. And then I wanted to tell that 80-year-old or 70 whatever old woman, I wanted to say, when you go to your grave, I'll make sure, let me know, let somebody know in your will, right? When you die, I'll go get a fucking dozen eggs and put them on your grave so you can eat them in spirit if you want, okay? You stupid dumbass. Fuck out of here. I can't stand some older people in the world. They're always complaining about everything. My mom's the same way. When she goes to the grocery store, oh my God, look at the price of this. I'm like, welcome to Bermuda. You didn't know? Shakima, do you sing by any chance? You like singing or something like that? Uh, you just came from practice. Holy shit. Spirit just told me you have a good voice and you sing. A lady's telling me that looks like your grandmother or something, or your maybe your dad's mom. I don't know if you knew your dad's mom, your grandma. I don't know because I see your dad. I always see your dad, right? But there's a woman next to him and says that Shakima has a great voice. She should be singing. And I'm like, I don't know. I've never heard Shakima sing a day in my damn life. I actually tried to picture you singing. I'm like, I don't think she sings. That's bullshit. She don't sing. Really? I didn't know that about you. I've known you for a while. I never knew you did that. I never knew you play instruments and like singing. Wow, that's cool. That's cool. Well, your grandmother said you're good. She said she thinks you got a good voice. I was like, yeah, this is bullshit. I never heard that. Really? That's pretty cool. I never knew that about you. I learned something new about you. I thought Spirit was fucking with me just now. Because honestly, I've been listening to music like for the past couple hours. I was cooking, right? I'm there cooking my food and I'm playing like my music and stuff, and I'm like singing, and I'm like, man, Spirit's probably telling me shut the fuck up or something, right? But I'm on your reading now. I was pulling your cards and I was like, I see your dad and a woman behind us saying she can sing, Mark. She sings really good. She should be singing. And I'm like, what? Shakima sing? I never heard that woman sing. I don't know what you're fucking talking about. Yeah, I do the same thing. When I first logged on, I was singing, I was like humming shit in my mind, cause and yeah, I guess I mean, well, the cards that I pulled for you are up and down energies here. It's telling me that you gotta escape your mentality. And what I mean, what the cards mean is probably what the spirit message that I got for you is it's telling me that you are worried too much. Like mentally you're worried and mentally you overthink, right? Oh hey, you know what I'm saying? You said anything, right? But the cards are telling me worry and concern is not going to change anything. If you feel like, if this is difficult and you feel like you're going to be embarrassed, don't feel that way because it's not going to end that way. Yeah. Meow meow. What's up, Lorraine the Pain? So this is saying that temporary seclude yourself. Spirit saying temporary seclude yourself for a moment and say, hey, look, this isn't as bad as I think. I'm going to do great. You have spirit's approval. And I think that your grandma is telling me that, you know? Yeah, I think you'll be fine, you know? Like she's saying that if you have to like temporarily seclude yourself and practice by yourself, right? Then do so. Yeah, see, I don't know if your grandmother did it. I'm doing good, Lorraine. Dinner was good too. I had chicken wings and homemade fries, me and the kids, and I had a Caesar salad too. It was nice. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hey, Brownie, how you doing? Yeah, I went to the store today and I bought like a big ass bag of chicken wings with my nephews and they were like, Mark, I mean, Uncle Mark, can you please make these chicken wings tonight? And there's homemade potatoes. I'm like, yeah, sure. You're good. Good to hear. I'm good. I'm here. I played instrument. Singing wasn't my thing. Yeah, Lorraine, I'm always cooking. You know me. I'm always cooking. I can't. I hate eating takeout. Even though I've eaten some good takeout lately, I have to admit. But I like to cook every night. But sometimes I'm not in the mood to cook. Yesterday I worked 7 hours in a row, so I haven't worked that long in a long time. When I do electrical work, it's a pain in the ass because I have to finish it, start it, and I have to finish, or else the people ain't gonna have no power. So I'm there like I'm doing constantly gun. Yeah, Shakima, it's definitely in the cards for you to sing or to help or do singing. Yeah, I'll show you my electrical work in a few minutes. But in general, Shakima, it's saying here that mentally you can escape from your worry with singing. Um, I don't know if this is your great grandmother or your grandmother talking here, but whoever this is, it's a lady that has short hair. It's all white and she has glasses and she's looking through her glasses like that. That's why I think it's your dad's grandma or your dad's mom. Because the glasses on the tip of the nose is what I see. But this lady's very how can I put it? She's lively. She's a lively like person and she's like in the background going like this and talking and she's like, oh yeah, she can, she can sing. I'm telling you, she's good, blah blah blah. And then like she seems like she's well dressed as well, well dressed woman like in a dress. She's wearing like an evergreen looking shiny dress and a hat as well. like she went to like that's how she went to church, or that's how she where she sung or whatever. Yeah, animated. Yeah, you can say that. Yeah, that's a good word for it. Yeah. So the message here, Shakima, is pretty much simple. In general, this month, because I asked for the month of April in general, what can I see? And what I'm getting here is, overcoming difficult situations, whatever situations arise. Um, don't listen to the lies, don't listen to the people that tell you the wrong thing. They're saying watch out for like false friends, lies, people who lie to you, people who misrepresent themselves. Um, and just coming to the conclusion that, your solitude and your mental state of mind is depends on being, compatible with what's going on, with your current situations around you. And it's also saying like stay mentally focused on what your goal is and what the goal is to do. Yeah, it could be your grandma's mom. Yeah, I never met her. She passed when grandma was little. Yeah. Yeah, so if it's somebody, like I said, she's behind your dad, so I'm assuming it's either, it's a woman that's done with that's cool with your dad. So he always appears, but the woman's in the background, like, telling me that you can sing or you're singing. Some singing stuff is going to occur, and you're going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine with the singing. Right, exactly. So that's gonna help you. The singing part's gonna help, and all those things will help. But that came through. That actually shocked me because I didn't know you were doing that. I never heard you mention anything about music, singing, or anything. Yeah, but there's nothing. They're telling me there's nothing to worry about. That you're fine. It's all good. They're saying that you can do it, and they're saying that there's nothing to be worried about or embarrassed about. It's all in your mind, and that's pretty much what the message is. It's telling you that they have faith in you. They'll be next to you, and they'll guide you through it. I learned something new about you today. I don't think I've ever talked to you about music or singing ever, but that's interesting. If you have that in like your ancestors and your family has that, yeah, yeah, that's cool. I never knew that. I never would have thought you were into music or played instruments. Never ever. See, I was never an instrument playing person. I didn't like playing instruments. I've always liked being a DJ. I always like, messing around with like I started with records and a turntable. That's how I started. I used to have a shitload of records, and I used to like, you know, I used to be one of the DJ. I used to scratch records and all that, do all that stuff. And that's how I started. And then I went to from that to CDs, and I used to play cassette tapes and things like that. Then I graduated to CDs, and then when I left the music industry, when I left the DJ scene, they were doing computer stuff like laptops, hooking laptops off and playing through their laptop. And that's what they were doing. Or they put the laptop through the CD player so you can play the song off the laptop. But that was too difficult for me at the time, so I just like I got out at the right time. You taught yourself flute, clarinet, trumpet, trombone, keyboard. That's cool. Hey Nick, how you doing? There it is. Yes. Thanks. I appreciate that. That's cool, Shakima. That's something I've always wanted to do is play guitar. But I'm not an instrument person. I don't really, do all that instrument type of stuff. But I like seeing people play the instrument, especially drums and things like that, and play the. My nephew, my 17-year-old nephew, he plays the saxophone. He plays pretty good too. He's not that bad. Hey, well, there you go. That's your sign to do it. Yeah. So, yeah, that's good. Yeah, Bronny, I'll give you a love message after I answer these questions. Okay. No problem, Bronny. I'll do that for you. I know what you meant. You know, I know where your mind is. I knew that was coming. Mm-hmm. Sex excited. Yes, there you go. See, I knew I rubbed off on you. All right, Nick. He said your question is. Your question is, what are Nathaniel's energies towards me? This man definitely seems somewhat interested with eye contact and body. My intuition is going to tap me to show and take a closer look. All right, Nick, let's check. Did I get it? Oh, depends on what I got. Yes, I got it, Lady D. Thank you. Okay. Nick, what I would say here is as far as the energies from Nathaniel, I would say that he's kind of this person is kind of this person is looking at you as somebody who they want to find out if you're single, they want to find out if you're not with anybody, they want to find out more about you, and they're like kind of thinking that, hey, what can I do with this person? Are they malicious? Are they narrow-minded? They want to find out more about you, so they're going to try to um talk to you, but they kind of feel like whatever they do, it's not going to work. So they're kind of like, I would say, timid is the word I'm looking for. I think that they're timid and they don't know what to do or what to say to you. They feel like they can be compatible with you, but they're just like they're not really certain on how to approach you. I don't think they are going to approach you. The eye contact and all that stuff is one thing, but as far as them coming up to you and approaching you, I don't really like see that happening from this person because of them feeling like they're going to get rejected, or they're feeling like they have to find more information about you before they approach you. So there's some timidness here, even though there's eye contact. There's still like a timid sense of energy I'm getting from Nathaniel. It's almost like they're planning on coming up to you, but they're like, no, I can't do it because I don't want to get rejected, or I don't want. I think he's gonna say he's got somebody, or there's a fear, there's a timidness about this person towards you, and I think that they have to overcome these odds in order to come towards you. So if they work up their nerve, they might say something, but if you want to say something to him, then go for it because it might break the ice. If not, there's not going to be any worthwhile change, and there's not going to be any type of like continuation here. I would say they're definitely interested, but they're scared to approach you. They're probably like not really, you know. If you meet the person halfway, then I would say yes. There could be something more, but that depends on you. Yeah. I'm not really getting nothing seriously concrete. You know what I'm saying, Nick? But like there's like a off and on energy, like they don't know what to do. They need to find out more about you. Like for instance, some people will look at somebody and be like, oh damn, that person's good looking. I wish I knew more about him. So I think that Nathaniel looks at you and says the same thing. Oh wow, yeah, he's hot, but I don't know if he's with anybody. I have to, find out. I gotta like maybe, stalk them or investigate them or see where they go or if they're anybody or whatever. So I think there's a mutual interest, but I think this person is very timid and doesn't know what to do or how to approach you. They think it's going to be an obstacle when they come towards you. Like they think they're going to get a no, or like, what the fuck you doing, or something like that. So that's the energy around this person, is they're not sure. So maybe they're going to try and find out information about you, Nick. And until then, it's just going to be like maybe a stare fest, or just looking at each other and seeing who breaks the ice first. But if you break the ice, then maybe something will happen. It's up to you. Okay, Cindy, it was good seeing you, sweetheart. I hope you and mom's okay. Everybody's good. You too. Thanks. I appreciate you. Same to you. Much love. Good your way. Everyone's good. Good to hear. Good to hear. I'm glad. All right. Lady D, we go on our cruise a week from Sunday. Oh, nice. You too, bro. Thanks, Nick. I appreciate that, man. Oh, yeah. Happy belated birthday. Your birthday was on the 3rd, wasn't it? Yeah. I forgot about that. Happy belated birthday. See, you said you wanted D for your birthday. See, and you made all that noise about D, and then you just hung out with your family. See what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm gonna do with you, Lady D. 5 days Disney cruise, 16 of us. Oh wow, cool. Sounds like fun. I haven't been on a cruise yet, but I'm going to. I'm going to. Yes, happy belated. See, that's why I tell people, when you want something, you can get it if you want. But if you don't go for it, you're not gonna get it. Oh, it's your first cruise. Oh, cool. Yeah, I haven't been on a cruise yet. I'm going on one eventually. One day I'll go on one. But the good news, Cindy, is unvaccinated travel is effective as of May 11th. So your boy Marky gets to travel to the United States after May 11th. Yay! See, I knew I was gonna eventually travel again. It took 3 years, and I I didn't get a vaccine. I stayed unvaccinated. I never got COVID. God used me as his example to show the world, look, you don't need that shit. Mark is your example. He waited 3 years and he's finally going to be able to go away. See, if you believe, you shall receive, even though it took 3 damn years. Yes, I'm going to come see everybody. Trust me. Once I know for sure I can travel on May 11th, I'm out of here. I already tried to book my ticket to Boston already. I'm getting the fuck out of here. But they're so slick. They are so slick, the travel agents, that see JetBlue in May, every May, there's a JetBlue flight that starts from May to October in Bermuda, goes direct to Boston, a direct flight from JetBlue. And I went on there yesterday when I found out that I can travel on May 11th. I went and punched in the dates, May 11th to May 16th, right, for 5 days, just to see what it would say. Do you know on that day, on May 11th, it's $800 for a ticket, and usually it's like $500. It was $800 just for that day because they know that us unvaccinated fuckers are waiting to go away, and we'll pay whatever it takes. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I was like, that's all right. I ain't going away on the 11th. I'll go on the 12th just so I can save $300 because I'm not that desperate. I've waited this long. I can wait another day just to save $300. Those fuckers. Oh, really? Oh, cool. Yeah, I've been on JetBlue a few times. JetBlue is a nice airline. It's pretty good. I haven't had no problems with. I can't wait because if I were to go away now, which I can't, but if I were to, you have to get a connecting flight here at North Carolina, or here in New York, Boston, or here North Carolina, Boston. And I don't want to connect to go to Boston because Boston's only 2-hour flight. So I'm glad it's coming out in May. So now I can go directly to Boston like I always do. So yeah, I'll be going away soon. Very, very soon. And I'll eventually get over, a go for. I gotta see if this is for real because they changed their mind so many times. It was supposed to be April 8th. Then they changed it and they said now it's gonna be in May. And then just yesterday they announced after May 11th. But it's all like hearsay, he say, she say, she say and bullshit. So with the Biden administration, you never know because they're all full of shit. So they're saying after May 11th, but we'll see. Yeah, it's come. I'll get there another month. I can wait another month. It's cool. Yeah, I heard he got in. He apparently got in court or some shit like that. He apparently went in court today, but that's all. I saw him talking just now on YouTube. He was at like a rally talking shit, and he says, "I've got my lawyers. My lawyers will sort this all out for me. I'm not going out without a fight. I'm gonna make America great again." I was like, "That's my boy." I was like, if Trump was here, I would have been away. He would have told that shit, vaccinated shit, get out of here. My boy Mark is coming to Bermuda. To Boston. He should come to Bermuda. I'll take him fishing. All right, so Lady D, you said you're out of state, but I'm missing my son bad. Do my son have anything he want to tell me? What do you mean by that? Look in my eyes in the picture and read. I can't see your damn eyes from here. Oh, okay. Yeah, mom. What you call it? Oh, okay. I'm saying to myself, what are you talking about, woman? I didn't know your son passed away. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, you kind of, I kind of, I was confused. I was like, what? That's why I had to ask. I was like, okay, your son's passed away. April 9th, so that's right around the corner. So you want to find out what your son has to tell you. All right, cool. I'll check. I didn't know that. He at 18? That sucks. See, that's the fear that I always have, you know. Just hearing you say that's honestly that's one of my biggest fears. Yeah, you got to, because you know death is inevitable. One thing about life, death is there, you know. But that's one of my biggest fears, you know, Lady D, is having a child and then that child passing away, and I have to deal with that. I fear that with my nephews, you know. I pray to God every day that my nephews stay alive and I get to see them grow and you know graduate and go to college and have a family and see them happy. Like I really have, you know, I really pray to God every day that nothing happens to them on their bikes, on their cars, you know, on their travels. You know, I honestly, I seriously pray every single day that nothing happens to them because that would devastate me. Like, so my condolences to you, sweetheart, and to anybody who's had their kids pass away. You know, I tell a lot of women that even if you had a miscarriage, that miscarriage is still a spirit. You know that. I tell them, you know, your miscarriage is a spirit now. That doesn't, you know, it's a fact of life. People don't understand that, you know, that even if you miscarriage, that's a spirit. That's actually, you know, a spiritual form now, because that miscarriage was once a life that was developing. You know, I tell people that a lot. Yeah, exactly, Shakima. Yeah, he would be 30 years old now. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll see if I can connect with him, Lady D. Um, was he thin, like skinny? Because I got a skinny guy here, right? And he's wearing like a red jacket and jeans and white sneakers, and he's kind of like he greeted me, and he seems like a very you know fun type of person. He liked to like maybe he liked to dance or he liked to play around or like he would like do like a little dance or something or he liked music or he liked to like you know he liked to be joyful and happy and play around, you know, things like that. Yeah, he seems like a bundle of fun. He looks very happy in spirit though. I'll tell you that. He looks happy. He looks very clean and very like stylish or he liked like, you know, he liked putting on clothes and saying looking at himself in the mirror, I'm looking fresh today, like I'm looking good. I'm there. I'm getting like, yeah, pretty boy type. Yeah, but in a good way. Not like a weird way, but in a good way. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, he seems very happy. Um, no, I don't get that from him. No, the message he has for you is that he wants you to be more enthusiastic, use your initiative. He's saying um, like don't be obsessed with what happened in the past or what happens that doesn't like that's not good. Like he doesn't want you to like reflect too much on things that are negative. He wants you to keep moving forward. Um, he doesn't want you to doubt yourself. He doesn't want people's suspicions to ruin your happiness about you. He doesn't want people. He doesn't like when people take advantage of you if that's happening. Like he tries to defend you like a lot and try to make sure nobody like does that to you. Like he doesn't want you to be around fake people. He doesn't want you to be like over cautious about your life and do he says you're a very strong woman and you control your situations that you're in. He says that you have confidence and you control your situation. He says you're a good woman, and he says that he pretty much says that you're a woman of action. Whatever you say, you do, and do what you say, and that's what he likes about you. But he says that you recognize the bullshit before it happens. Like he says, you have this thing that turns on in your head. Like if you feel like something's bad, then you know it's bad. Like you'll be like, oh no, I'm not gonna go there. Fuck that. So he says you have new things coming your way too. He says if you want a new job, you can get it, or if you want something new, you'll get it. He says he's helping you. You know, he says he's helping you with going on your new adventure, whatever adventure you want to go on. He's going with you, but he says it's something new that you want. He says it's either like a new job or something that you're looking into that you want to make new in your life. So I don't know what you got planned as far as like new, but he says you're going to have the possibilities coming up in the next month or so. He's going to help you get these possibilities. He's going to help you get what you want. He's a smart kid, though. He's a smart boy. I tell you that now. That's interesting. He's got like a certain way he talks. I can actually almost hear his voice, to be honest. That's why I had to catch myself just now because he sounds so much like someone that I know. Like the way he talks, he's got a certain accent or a certain slang. It's interesting. Like I almost like almost like I can hear his voice. Like he's saying something like, and I can hear him. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. Jamaican, I knew it. I can tell. I'm saying, fuck, this sounds so familiar to me. You see, in Bermuda, we kind of like we don't talk Jamaican, but we have my one of my best friends is Jamaican, and I always talk Jamaican stuff and carry on like that. Yeah, he's got like a certain accent about him. Like, and I'm like, what? This guy sounds familiar. It's interesting. He's an interesting he's an interesting guy. I don't know if he really liked the red jacket. Even though I'm looking at the red jacket in my background here, it doesn't look like that jacket, but it's like a puffer, like a thick, puffy type of jacket that he had that he liked. I don't know if he had a red jacket that he really liked. And if he didn't have this jacket, it's something that he wanted. That stands out to me. Yeah, like red clothing or something and jeans. And I don't know if he was materialistic, but he liked to wear, cool clothes. He loved red, yeah. Because I can see him with like a puffy red like jacket, and it's weird because yeah, like, I don't know if he had like a best friend of his that was like a brown skinned boy as well that he used to hang around. Could have been his best friend, but I see a brown skinned boy around him with a close haircut. Like most black guys, they have like that, short hair. But this guy's like a brown skinned guy that he hung around or he knows. Yeah. Like I can see them together. Like they have their arms around each other like that and they're talking to each other. That's cool. Yeah. Man, it's weird because I can actually I don't really hear too many voices sometimes, but I can hear his. It's weird. And because like they probably know I know Jamaican stuff and I know Jamaican history and I listen to reggae like every day. So that's my favorite music is reggae. I just finished listening to it a couple hours ago. So that's why I guess I can hear him like. That's so weird. I can almost hear I honestly I swear I hear his voice. But it's sometimes I really don't. I hear the voice sometimes and I can listen to it, but his is a unique voice. His voice is like a voice that I've heard already. Like somebody I know has a voice just like him and a slang like he does. It almost sounds familiar to me. It's weird, but it's true though. It's like sometimes I get like when the spirit is really wants to when the spirit really wants to they can like completely tune me into them. I like that when they do that. I like it when they do that. Like he's a very open spirit. He doesn't hold, he's not holding back, he's like open. I like that. It's a cool guy. Cool guy. Hey, he I don't know if see I've never been to Jamaica, but I know certain places of Jamaica and um I don't know if you're familiar with Jamaica, but there's a place in Jamaica called Ocho Rios. I think that's how you say it. I swear to God, I just heard that Ocho Rios. I think that's where he is, or that's where he spends his time, or that's where this person he is, or that's where he is, or that's where he is, or that's where he's gonna hang out with somebody. That's like that's the word that I heard because I know a few places in Jamaica, and I haven't heard that name in a long, long time. Ocho Rios. I know all the places in Jamaica because I listen to reggae and I have a lot of friends from them. Yeah, Ocho Rios, Spanish Town, Gully Side, Negril. Yeah, my one of my best friends is Jamaican, and he's from Jamaica. He's got a house out there. He's living in Florida, but he has a house in Jamaica. He always tries to get me to come out there, but I've never been. I would love to go one day, but that's cool. Yeah, they're together. He said to me he's in Ocho Rios. That's pretty cool. Cool guy. I like that. I love when spirit say things to me like that. Especially when I'm familiar with things like that, with places, it makes it easier for me to connect. Today's been one of those days where spirit is around. Sometimes I don't get nothing. Sometimes I get everything. Today, you better bring his ass home. Yeah, I'm sure. One thing about spirit, they can go wherever they want, and they hang out with whoever they want to hang out with. And if there was a death last week in their family, then that's why he's probably there. Where you live, is your walls all white? Like where you live right now, is your walls all white? Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, he says where you are, he showed me where you are, and he says that yeah, everything's all white. That's where she is. That's where I go to where she is. It's an all white place. All the walls are white, he said. Like I can see like where he showed me. I don't know why he says that around your house it's like he says it's musty or something, he said. But not in a bad way, but it's like I don't know how like I guess musty is the word. He says there's a certain smell around there, like a woody, like a wooden smell. You know what I'm saying? You know how wood gives off that musty smell, or Some type of smell, he said. Oh, the dog. Nah, that could be it. But dogs don't smell musty. It's almost like a tree or like a wooden type of musty smell. That's what he said. Could be. He says he'll be with you on the weekend. That's what he said. He says I'll be there on the weekend. Interesting. Now he's just showing me he showed me a woman that has these earrings, a woman that has these dangly earrings on. Like the earrings are long and they got like uh um it's like little circle things. Like it's a small circle, a next bigger circle, and a bigger circle. And the woman has like long hair. Hmm. This person's also like brown skin, but not dark, but just like maybe like they have a nice smile. My sister, he worried about her. Does she have like chest pains or something like that? Something to do with her chest, or she can't breathe, or she has some type of stomach or chest issue? Yeah. He said she has to do some type of adjustments. Should be fine. He says she has to make some adjustments. Yeah. Yeah. Can't do anything. If people don't want to change, they won't change. That's just the life that we live in. This is what I talked about earlier. If you don't want to change your life, then you're going to stay in neutral. If you change your life, you can put the car in drive and you can drive yourself forward. But if you don't want to do that, you ain't going nowhere. I tell people all the time, change should be faced with equality, and you got to make sure there's an equal give and take for yourself and make things happen. You have to change. If you want a better life, you have to make it better. You have to change. You can't blame life. You have to blame the way you live it. But a lot of people don't give a shit. See, they think that they're gonna live forever and not have nothing wrong with them. And then when something goes wrong, that's when they want to change. They change because they have to. You should have been changed already. That's what people like have a hard time in this world understanding. If you don't change, you're fucked. You're just gonna keep living that rut, keep living the way you live. And that ain't gonna get you nowhere. All right, I'm gonna go get some sleep. I got a long day tomorrow. Wow. I can't wait for this weekend. Nice long holiday weekend. I get to hang out home and chill out. I can't wait for tomorrow to be over and done with so I can finish this job I have so I can be free for the rest of the week. I just got a little bit more to do and that's it. Alrighty. I'm gonna go get some sleep. It's 1 o'clock in the morning here. It's time for me to go get some sleep. I've been on twice today. So I was off today. I came on here twice for a good bit. Had a good day. I hope everybody and I wish everybody has a great day tomorrow. Stay positive, stay safe, stay optimistic, stay enthusiastic, stay positive. And remember that there's always somebody out there worse than you. Don't be petty. And control yourself, control your energy. Don't give nobody your energy. And give thanks. I love you too, sweetheart. It was a pleasure connecting to your son. And he's definitely around you and around everybody. He's happy. And that's all that matters. Alrighty, take care, sweetheart. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.